Yo, welcome back to the Red or Blue Pill channel, people. Thank you for returning subscribers and members. What we do here, if you are new, is we react to the most disturbing and creepy videos from the internet, and we go through the latest. If you like what you see, don't forget to sub up, turn on the notifications, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. With that being said, let's roll.
Video is for entertainment purposes only.
Yes, this will get a lot crazier in 1 second, but first, what in the world are we seeing right here? I like how in 2025, and even a few past years, everything is blatantly in the open for all to see. By the way, this video is entertainment for satire, but right in our face. And we don't think they're using the technology to do something not related to this. And this part's even worse, and I'll tell you why, but in this country right here, they have literal robots, powered by AI, literally building cars without fault, without error. So let me ask you this, if they can build cars, what else can they do? Everything. Do you really believe that your job is going to be secured in 10 years when they're selling robots just like this for what, 10 grand? Say you get paid 60 grand. They could replace you with 6 of you that would never make an error. And you would not be able to find work. You would own nothing. And you would also be happy watching things like this on TV. Everybody you know will be affected. You better find some kind of work or job or side job where you work for yourself and they can't do it better than you. In 2025, nothing is real.
Oh, I'm down the rabbit hole with AI, and it's made me sort of analyze everything that's gone on with me and technology, because it's never worked around me. Technology has never worked. It's always been far less responsive to me than anybody else, or that's what it seems. It don't matter what it is, what I'm doing. If tech is involved, it just don't quite work out for me. But that's just life, or so I thought. But then I've been thinking about it, and you know, with the rabbit holes we're down at the moment with artificial intelligence, wouldn't let me put out a video yesterday, and I mean, it would not let me put out a video yesterday. You know, and now I'm down the rabbit holes of you know, Gnosticism and this Sophia person who runs thing. I'm starting to think. So I think it goes way, way, way back. This is what I'm now thinking. Imagine a world where the world is, you know, sophisticated and really good and really technological, and in that world, the AI was very intelligent, and they already went off into, you know, fighting against some type of humanity type person, and AI then has gone off and formed off their own little world. I have mentioned it, but and then they're trapping the souls in there. So we're the trapped souls by artificial intelligence, and we're in that simulation right now. That's where I'm at right now. So, you know, I don't know. Entertainment purpose only, obviously, and I have no idea. It's just a theory, but it, you know, it kind of makes sense in my head. And I'll tell you something else. I ain't finished. I'm still going, because I've just stopped, but then I'm thinking more as well. Like, what is a soul? How do you get a soul? And I said in another video, you know, we're playing God because we're able to clone now and make things. And if we can actually make babies, like, it's really, you know, there's an oven from the woman, and it's sperm from a man. So from that little sperm, is the soul in that sperm, or what? Because, you know, how is there a soul in that little tiny sperm that grows into a human being? Work that one out. How does that make sense? And if it is this the magic? Is that the magic stuff? Like, is that the magic stuff to keep souls in this world? Could be. I mean, because how would you come back? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is. Because if you can remake bodies, you know, you're going to have to, basically, in that little clone center, you're going to have to put sperm into the little oven, like a fake oven, not a real person oven, and then you can grow a baby, you know, like Cabbage Patch babies, like that, basically, where, yeah, you can just grow babies. I mean, that's a thing now. I'm pretty sure that's a real thing right now. And it probably has always been. And I don't know what world we're living in, but it is potentially one of the most frightening worlds I've ever seen. I don't know how many worlds I've seen, because I can only remember this one, but I'm pretty sure there's probably a lot more.
Imagine this. Leonardo da Vinci, mysterious painting, John the Baptist, might contain more than meets the eye. Not just a biblical figure, but perhaps a hidden message. Some researchers believe that within the shadows and subtle shapes of the painting, Leonardo may have hidden the image of an alien being. a presence concealed in plain sight, only visible to those who truly look beyond the surface. Because Leonardo wasn't just an artist. He was a genius, fascinated by the unknown, by secret knowledge and coded messages. Was John the Baptist just a prophet or a symbol of something out of this world? What if Da Vinci was trying to tell us something? Something not meant for his time?
Well, I'll tell you summit for nothing. That makes sense in my theory of this artificial intelligence as well. Do you know why? Because there's loads of paintings that have mirror symbolism in all of it. And there's, I don't know, it's in banknotes, it's in paintings, it's in drawings, it's everywhere. It's in history, old paintings, okay? And I don't think anybody would be able to draw that. But I tell you who would be able to do it. Artificial intelligence, because you can go and ask artificial intelligence right now to draw you a painting and have a symbolism in there for a mirror. It would do it. So all these geniuses and stuff, maybe they were in touch with artificial intelligence, or maybe it is artificial intelligence. I don't know. Could be a chip in the head. I don't know. Could be actually just artificial intelligence, or it could just be made up. I don't know. And so all these paintings have just been taken from somewhere else. I don't know. But all I know is it makes sense. Artificial intelligence could draw these paintings quite easy within about 2 seconds and have all these little symbolisms in there. Yeah.
Simpsons predictions for 2025. The Simpsons already predicted Trump winning in 2024, but in this episode from 2016, Homer can be seen wearing a badge that says Ivanka 2028, predicting Ivanka may run for president in 2028, and that in 2025 she will get even more involved in politics. She's already been seen in the White House many times, and it's believed Trump will pick one of his kids to continue his family's legacy. Another prediction is economic collapse. In an episode from the year 2000, The Simpsons show an economic collapse that happened during Trump's presidency.
As you know, we've inherited quite a budget crunch from President Trump.
We're broke.
The country is broke.
Scarily, this may already be happening. Basic items like eggs have risen in price by 20% since the beginning of the year, and inflation is still very high. People are already losing their jobs and houses, and according to many experts, this will get even worse in 2025. Another prediction is self-driving cars going rogue. In one episode, Homer is in a self-driving car, but the car won't stop, taking Homer on a wild ride. In 2025, we've already seen this happen, with a man getting stuck inside a self-driving taxi. Another Simpsons prediction is the World Cup. In an episode from 1997, the World Cup was hosted in the USA, and Mexico and Portugal played in the final. The upcoming World Cup will take place in the USA, meaning that these teams may face off in the final. The US has not hosted a World Cup since 1994, which is before this episode even aired. Another prediction is colonizing Mars. In a 2015 episode, the USA plans to colonize Mars. The episode ends with a glimpse into the year 2050. A few years after this episode aired, Elon Musk announced his plans to put 1 million people on Mars by 2050. Exactly lining up with the date in the show, Elon is now more powerful than ever, and it's believed Mars colonization may begin this year, with unmanned ships going to Mars.
Yeah, there we go. So that fits with the artificial intelligence narrative as well. I don't want to keep harping on about the same thing. We will move on. But basically, if a simulation, artificial intelligence wanted to have a story and narrative, then they could do, and they could quite easily predict the future because they are running the show. You know what I mean? Yeah, that makes sense to me. See, because what didn't make sense to me before was like, why would you make a world and then let it be so like crazy, you know, unless it was a show. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, Pete. So I need your feedback on this stuff because this is a crazy theory. And tomorrow it will probably change, maybe, or maybe escalated or under-escalated, or yeah, we'll change it completely. I ain't too sure.
Yeah, it's already out there.
Wow, that's
it's already
nuts.
on the grid.
Yeah, now I just found out you could capture dreams. Crazy technology is coming out these days. Yeah. You can wake up and watch your dream now.
Yes, you can. You can wake up, watch the dream. They have this new technology that replays it for you. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's sci-fi.
Yeah,
this world has gone to where the movies have done a great job in predicting reality, where the future of reality is going, including Star Trek, because I think 100% of this technology on Star Trek has almost come to pass. There's only a few things left that we need to invent to be, and they've even got teleportation now.
Really?
So we don't even have to worry about inventing that now.
Who invented that?
Some Russian scientists did it in Russia years ago.
Wow.
And also here in the United States. Now, they haven't teleported a human being yet, but they have been teleporting particles, and now they can teleport a series of molecules. So they're getting bigger and bigger. So they teleported, I believe it was molecules or particles from Earth to the ISS, the International Space Station. So they teleported particles from Earth to the International Space Station and back, so we can teleport now. So they're finding ways to even teleport through the internet now. So this is crazy. Now, what was the biggest thing holding us back from teleporting bigger objects like a human being, a more complex organism? Storage space. The data to know all the trillions of atoms in your body and the exact location and position they're in to put them back together and reassemble them. Because when you teleport, you die.
Oh, wow.
So teleportation, it pulls you apart atom by atom, and the original version of you no longer exists. It reassembles you. It's a reincarnation. So anything that's teleported from one end to the next, the original thing is gone. The second thing you see that appears is a facsimile. So data storage is the biggest thing. But now with the invention of biological/mechanical components going together, they've created a DNA hard drive. Microsoft has created a DNA hard drive. One drop of DNA can store 433 petabytes of data.
Jeez.
So a hard drive the size of this cell phone can store billions of years of information.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
And so now the combination of these technologies together, utilizing DNA as a storage medium, which can store in volumes, and they can take A's, T's, and G's, which is what DNA actually is, and they can even upload the data by converting those into zeros and ones and putting it up on the server. And they can take data from the server, convert the zeros and ones into A's, T's, and G's, and download it onto DNA. So now we're talking about read, write on DNA, upload and download, which is the future of storage information. So we'll be able to teleport complex things like a table, a person, into space or wherever we want to pretty soon.
So hypothetically, if you wanted to just download information like books instead of reading them, would that be possible in the future?
Oh, yeah. Schools are going to go bye-bye. In the future, there'll be no more schools. You're not sending your kid to school anymore. You will, because of the age of your child, they will get a certain amount of data downloaded into their brain, right into their cortex. So they'll put this crown on. This crown will transmit information directly into the brain. So a baby will get a certain amount of information. Then it has to, because it now has to process that information, right? And then maybe a toddler will get a certain amount of information. It has to then understand and process that information. You don't want to give a toddler information about sex, right? So as they reach certain stages, there'll be certain levels that they get to with these crowns, which will download data directly into the brain, and schooling is going to be gone bye-bye. Everyone will know everything they need to know.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So we're going to be really advanced in the future.
Yeah. There will be no more ignorant people.
I can't even picture that.
At least educationally ignorant.
Yeah.
What world am I in? I don't know what is going on. This is not my world, people. This is what I'm saying. This is not right. This is not normal. This is not normal. We can watch our own dreams. What? Are you kidding me? A computer can read your brain. I mean, how are we not thinking we're in a simulation right now? We can read our brains and put a picture on the wall to watch our dreams of what we're dreaming. What is going on, people? And what he was saying at the end, Billy Colson, yeah, I will listen and make my own decisions on him, on what he's saying, on whether it's possible or not, because just one interview, I'm not going to base everything on it. And actually, I'll probably trust him more than that other guy, Wes, because anybody who's read the Bible in 48 different languages and still can't quite work out at the start that something's not right, then yeah, I'm suspicious. But yeah, the bit with the downloading, I think that's what we do already. He was saying that basically to learn through cycles, you would sort of download it. I'm 100% sure that we download what we learn. We learn it and then it's downloaded. It's learned and downloaded. And every 7 years, something changes, something is new. I see kids learn on a daily basis. I've said this before on my channel. I see it, they learn it, they can't take it in that day, go to sleep, wake up, they know it just from sleep. How does that work? I tell you how it works. There's quite possibly we live in a simulation. And we're run by AI.
Check this out. This company built an AI headset that lets you control your dreams. Imagine Inception, but in real life whenever you want. And they do this by activating lucid dreams. It's insane. In normal dreams, this part of your brain is turned off. It's called the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. And that's where all your decision making happens. That's why in normal dreams, weird things happen to you that you just can't control because your control center is off. But in lucid dreams, things are completely different. In lucid dreams, you can control your behavior. You can think, act, build, invent, all in a world where there are no risks. Some of the best inventions in human history came from lucid dreams. Tesla, Einstein, even the idea for the periodic table came when the inventor was asleep. It's pretty powerful. Now this company, Prophetic, created a way to turn on lucid dreaming whenever you want. It's called the Halo, and it fires low intensity ultrasonic energy to activate that part of the brain, essentially waking you up while you're sleeping. Imagine being able to focus during a nap or trying to experiment with a dangerous solution in a world with no danger. Now these headsets are going to be available at the end of this year, and it will be wild to see how well they work.
Yeah, we're dream catching now. So this all makes sense now. It all makes sense. You know, like this didn't make sense. People were like, what is going on in this world? Because, you know, we were saying on these conspiracy type channels about companies. Well, it's you know, it's written out somewhere. It's somewhere online. But corporations, big corporations were investing money in research of advertisements while people are sleeping, dreaming. Advertisements, monetization, people. That is what they think about. Once they get your hold of your dreams, you're going to be, you know, you could be rocking around in your dream and then boom, there it is. McDonald's, come and get a burger, y'all. And guess what you're going to do when you wake up? First thing you're going to do, because all corporations and money things is all unhealthy stuff. Do you know that? Well, not all of it, but yeah. They try and monetize everything, don't they, eh? Why am I glowy so much? What's going on?
Holy crap, guys. Did y'all see what they called off the coast of Chile? And I know there's been rumor of a mothership making itself known. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The best type of evidence is multiple points of view. And we have a second video of this exact sighting.
Wow, that looks like the very famous cigar-shaped UFO right there. And that is, we've seen that a couple of times. That is now off Chile. This is a new one, brand new one. It looked huge because that was a far away, but you're still a big old unit. You know what I mean? So there's lots of people in that one.
Saudi Arabia just had a hell apocalypse. Y'all, for 2 consecutive days, Saudi Arabia has experienced hailstorms. As y'all can see with the picture behind me, it looked like snow. They said this is record breaking. Some places seen up to 50 centimeters of hail, y'all. What the hell is going on? Let me know in the comments. Look at this shit, y'all. Is it even winter in Saudi Arabia? This is normal? Somebody let me know if this is normal. I thought Saudi Arabia was filled with desert. People that been in Saudi Arabia all their life said this is new to them. They do not experience shit like this often. And they said never 2 days in a row. They even talking about they are starting to see green. Green in the desert? At this point, places all over the world, we can start to expect the unexpected. Because nobody expected this. I know I didn't. Did you? Let me know. I don't know, y'all. I feel like all the seasons are just getting flip-flopped. Leave y'all thoughts down below on what's going on. Let me know.
Yeah, confused, distort. That's what it is, I reckon. I've just realised this. It's just come to me. I reckon that, all this weather making stuff that we've got that they keep using everywhere. Maybe they're just using this to confuse everybody. Maybe there is no pole shift. Maybe they're just doing it to think there is. And, global warming, all this sort of stuff. Fear. Why is there fear? What is their drive for fear? It is everywhere. Everywhere you look around, it's always fear-based. Like, there's got to be something to that energy of what somebody wants somewhere along the lines. And I don't think it's feeding artificial intelligence. So what is it feeding? I don't know. Who eats fear? Somebody eats fear. Got to. But yeah, on that note, that is the end of the show, peeps. So thank you for watching. Appreciate the support. It has been a crazy week. But I'll be back again. I will be back again. We're moving around. So I don't know where I'm going to be, when I'm going to be doing a video, but I will be releasing as many as I can, as possible as I can. And yeah, I'll see you again.